You have enlightened with the...
Hello, 1, 2, 3, check. Sorry, Sudhakar sir, just some half an hour. We want to take the podium. So, you have, I think you have winded up your session, sir? You have winded up your session, sir?
Yeah, you need few questions.
Yeah, maybe after the once the session is okay. Once the function is over. Okay. You can sit, sir. I'll call and you can come along with the governor. Hand mic. Hello, 1, 2, 3, check. Ladies and gentlemen, those who are standing, I request everyone to please be seated. Nobody should be standing. When Honorable Governor Sir comes, then all of you have to rise up. So I would request everyone, those who are standing, to kindly please occupy your seat. Please be seated, please be seated. Those who are standing, they have to sit. Please maintain silence. Please maintain silence. You can stand here. English and Tamil. Just
sorry?
I would request everyone to please put your mobile phone in silent mode.
See, memento is given down. The book is given.
Then here?
There is two images he has brought. He's using it for what?
Momentos in here. Momentos. Momentos in here. This one we are going to do.
Photos
Check.
Just tell me in order what is all is there that you'll say and that is there. And then
இப்போதைக்கு ஓப்பன் ஆகிட்டு தான் விட்டுருக்கேன். அதான் நான் அங்கே போயிட்டு நாங்கள் நின்றுக்கிறேன். இவர் வந்துட்டு ஸ்டேஜ் உள்ள போய்
to speak from this podium.
After welcome address only felicitation. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you just signal me so that. Okay. Over. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, requesting everybody to maintain silence as we are expecting Honorable Governor, sir, in a few moments' time.
மேத்தகு ஆளுநர் அவர்கள் இன்னும் சிறிது நேரத்தில் அரங்கிற்குள் வருவார். ஆகவே அமைதி காக்கும்படி அன்புடன் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம்.
Requesting those who are standing to please be seated.
இருக்கையில் அமரும்படி கேட்கிறோம். Space.
No. Actually, Tamil.
No, you will give me space here and you will give me space after this.
I will stop, pause. While I was writing, no, then only it came to my mind that we can have it in Tamil.
சரி.
I can in Tamil, I have just.
சரி.
சிஎஸ்ஆர் பார்ட்னர் இல்லை சார். அப்படியா?
இல்லை ஸ்டாஃப் வெளியில் இருக்கவங்க வந்துடுவாங்க சார்.
ஸ்டாஃபை வர சொல்லுவா.
இல்லை ஸ்டாஃப் வந்துடுவாங்க. இங்கே நிற்கிறவங்கள உட்கார வச்சுருக்காங்க, இவங்களாம் இருக்காங்களா? இந்த சிங்கர்ஸ் உட்கார வைக்கலாம். இந்த சிங்கர்ஸை உட்கார வச்சுக்கலாம். சரி, இவங்க பாடுறவங்கள உட்கார வச்சுக்கிறோம். தட்ஸ் ஓகே. ஸ்பெஷல் சில்ட்ரன் தான். அந்த இவங்க 3 பேரும் பாடி முடிச்சது மொதல் வரிசையில் உட்கார வச்சுருங்க. நீங்கள் பின்னாடி வரிசையில் உட்காந்துருங்க. இல்லை இல்லை, இப்போ வேண்டாம். யார்? இன்னும் இன்னும் இல்லை இல்லை, அவங்கள நகர்த்த வேண்டாம். இப்போ உள்ளே வரும்போது சரி, அப்போ நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணுங்கள் சார், இங்கே பாருங்கள், உங்களுக்கு கோஆர்டினேட் பண்ணிக்க உட்கார வச்சு உட்கார வச்சு கொடுப்போம். கோவிந்த் அங்கே தான் இருக்காரு. இல்லை, கம்பெனிஸ் லைக் தட். ஆமாம், அவங்களுக்கு இடம் வேணும். ஆமாம் அமர்நாத் சார். சரி சரி. ஆமாம். ரெண்டுத்தையுமே ஒரே கண்டென்ட் தான். That will be the second. Come up now. Hon'ble this is college. Sir, space. Space. We will. He's coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Governor Sir and other dignitaries have arrived at the conference hall. May I request everyone to please rise.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். மேதகு ஆளுநர் மற்றும் ஏனைய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர்கள் அரங்கிற்கு வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். அனைவரும் எழுந்து நிற்கும்படி கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம்.
World Autism Awareness Day, that is 2nd April, designated by the United Nations towards empowering individuals with autism. Today, to mark World Autism Awareness Day at NIEPMD, we are privileged and honored to have with us Honorable Governor Sir as our distinguished guest. This year's theme is Advancing Neurodiversity and the UN Sustainable Development Goals.
ஏப்ரல் 2 உலக ஆட்டிசம் நாள் அனுசரிக்கப்படுகிறது. ஐக்கிய நாடுகள் சபை இந்நாளை ஆட்டிசம் வளர்ச்சி மற்றும் மேம்பாட்டிற்காக அனுசரிக்கப்படுகிறது. இந்நாளை குறிக்கும் வண்ணம் இன்று நம் நிறுவனத்தில் மேதகு ஆளுநர் சிறப்பு விருந்தினராக பங்கு கொள்வது மிகுந்த பெருமை சேர்க்கும் வண்ணம் உள்ளது.
We shall now commence this event with the national anthem followed by Tamil Thai Varthu. May I kindly request everyone to rise in its honor.
இப்பொழுது தேசிய கீதம் தொடர்ந்து தமிழ் தாய் வாழ்த்து பாடப்படும். அனைவரும் எழுந்து நிற்கும்படி கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம்.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब शय गाधा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்த கிழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் தெற்கணமும் மதி சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தற்க சிறு பிறனுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் வணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திரும்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
The lighting of the ceremonial lamp holds deep significance in our culture, symbolizing auspicious beginnings, purity, and wisdom. It represents the dispelling of darkness, the illumination of knowledge, and the spread of positive energy.
நம் கலாச்சாரத்தில் விளக்கேற்றி நிகழ்ச்சி தொடங்குவது மரபாக போற்றப்படுகிறது. இருளை விளக்கி அறிவொளியை பரப்பி நேர்மறை ஆற்றலை பரவ செய்யும்.
With utmost reverence, may I humbly request Honorable Governor Sir, along with Director Sir and Professor S. Sudhakar, to kindly light the ceremonial lamp, thereby formally inaugurating the event associated with World Autism Awareness Day.
மிகுந்த மரியாதையுடன் மேதகு ஆளுநர் மற்றும் இந்நிறுவனத்தின் இயக்குனர் மற்றும் பேராசிரியர் சுதாகர் அவர்களை குத்துவிளக்கு ஏற்றி இந்நிகழ்ச்சியை அதிகாரப்பூர்வமாக தொடங்கி வைக்கும்படி அழைக்கிறோம். Give it to sir. Give it to sir. Give it to sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to request Director Sir, NIEPMD, to extend a warm welcome to all and provide an introduction of this event. Sir, please.
விருந்தினர்களை வரவேற்று இந்நிகழ்ச்சி குறித்து விளக்கி கூற இந்நிறுவனத்தின் இயக்குனர் அவர்களை அன்புடன் அழைக்கிறோம்.
நமஸ்காரம். It's indeed an auspicious day that we have one of the most distinguished personality of India and, of course, the person whom we all look upon in the state of Tamilnadu. Sir, Thiru Ravi sir, who is there with us to celebrate this day, which is celebrating diversity, the core of India. The fact that we are a 10,000-year-old civilization is that we have been accommodating all. We have been respecting the fact that things are different, people are different, cultures are different, languages are different, food patterns are different, and nothing is unique. Any creation by God is not similar to something else. It has a uniqueness into it. Now we have started recognizing the fact that even our brains do not work similarly. There is a difference amongst them. And today, on this particular day, the World Autism Awareness Day celebrates neurodiversity. It celebrates the fact that people are different and everybody has a place in the society. On this day, I welcome the gathering who in some way or the other is associated with somebody who is neurodivergent. May it be a person with autism, may it be a person with specific learning disability, may it be a person with some other condition where he feels things and sees things differently. On this day, we have Professor Sudhakar sir, who is an exemplary person, who has been a model to many of the parents. His perseverance and patience has brought up Shravanti as a wonderful lady who has the skill to recreate out the traditional art form of Tamil Nadu. Thank you for coming here, sir. Dr. Abhinaya is another lady who has been working out in this field and has been putting a mark. Her work is worth emulating. She has been persistent in her efforts and she has brought about a change in the way things are there. Today we will be having an opportunity in the second half to hear her as well. I extend my warm greetings to her. Thank you, ma'am, for coming. All the parents who are here, you are the strength. You are the people for whom we exist. We thank you for your perseverance and patience. We thank you for your efforts and creativities. We thank you for standing by your children, by the organization, so that we can have a group of neurodivergent people who add on to the beauty of the way the society is. Thank you for being here. Thank you. The media personalities. Thank you, people from the National Institute from the Visual Impairment. The people who are visually impaired and they have this wonderful gift to sing things which touch our souls. Thank you, NIVH, for coming here. The sign language interpreter, the media personalities, the housekeeping staff, and everybody who have kept this room so nice. Thank you. Let's celebrate diversity. I once again welcome all of you to this gathering. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. I now request Director Sir, NIEPMD, to kindly present Punnadai and memento to Honorable Governor Sir as a token of respect and remembrance.
தற்பொழுது நிப்மெட் இயக்குனர் அவர்கள் மீத்தகு ஆளுநர் அவர்களை பொன்னாடை போர்த்தி நினைவு பரிசினை வழங்கி கௌரவிக்கும்படி கேட்கிறேன்.
There was a stall in which I was displaying half.
I now invite Professor S. Sudhakar, professor in Manonama Sundaran University, Tirunelveli, also a parent of adult with autism, to kindly share his experiences with us.
பேராசிரியர் சுதாகர் திருநெல்வேலி மனோன்மணியம் சுந்தரனார் பல்கலைக்கழகத்தில் பேராசிரியரும் ஒரு ஆட்டிசம் மகளின் பெற்றோர் ஆவார். தன் அனுபவத்தை நம்மிடையே பகிர அழைக்கிறேன்.
Honorable Governor of Tamilnadu, the Director of NIEPMD, professors, trainers and parents, good morning. Today is Autism Awareness Day. The day triggers us to think about autism and autistic kids and their parents. The basic knowledge and root of autism we don't know now. Still, scientists are working on. My child was born in US. She is an autistic child, and we identified her problem at her age 3, and then we provided all her the training opportunity and all. We arranged for her like speech, special education, and occupational therapy, and so on. Very long list of training in US. The city is called Orange County. The Orange County is the best in the world for such a training, and still lot were required for her development, and we came back to India to support her more social interaction. Such a social interaction we couldn't have in US because we are immigrant. We are not part of the land. So social setup was missing there. And then after we came back, we came to about NIEPMD. And NIEPMD is an amazing center. All, more than like 8 different therapies are in one umbrella. Where in US we travel a lot to receive all this training. Here within the campus, we had all kind of therapies in one campus. This facility is national pride and a gift for parents, including like me. And so I'm so happy, to see such a great institution to support autistic kids and their parents, and the support we could receive, till independent career the autistic kid can have. Likewise, we can elaborate more and more on the NIEPMD, and I can say that because of all this facility here, my daughter was nicely trained for painting, especially Tanjavur painting and also reverse glass painting. And as a consequence, she developed so much in her behavior, in her speech, and also the painting skill, improved her lifestyle. And as a result, she could get a couple of awards, one from President Award from the hand of President, and another from the hand of our Chief Minister. So I could say that NIEPMD gave very different life for us. So I see this is not a simple institution; it's a temple. That provided such a great life for my child. And also, as a professor now, what I think, this is the era of artificial intelligence. The youth, talented youth, should learn something about the speech therapy and also special educational tactics, and should be integrated with AI. So like speech and other training, we could receive the support of AI, and the children, it will be helpful for the development of autistic children. I thank for the opportunity, And I thank one and all. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experiences. Now it's a great.
மேதகு ஆளுநர் அவர்களை சிறப்புரை ஆற்றும்படி அழைக்கிறோம்.
Dr. Nachiketa Raut, Director of this institute, Professor Dr. S. Sudhakar of Manon Manian Sundar University, and a proud father of a child who has overcome her limitations to a considerable extent, and now she is able to be an example and inspiration for others. Distinguished professors of this institute, trainers, parents, friends. It's a World Autism Awareness Day today, and I am happy to be part of this event at this illustrious institution, NIEPMD, which has been at the forefront of empowering persons with multiple disabilities, making them capable to live a life of dignity, making them capable of being a respectable citizen of our country. Friends, we have a great problem before us. We do not exactly know how many children in our country are affected. I'm talking about children, not about the adults. They are all growing into adulthood. How many millions are affected? Data differ. We don't have the latest census. But they are estimations. By one estimation, they say perhaps we have about 1.6, 1.8, or rather almost 18 million or something like that. Not 1 point, but yes, more than a crore, more than 1.5 crore. I'm not very sure how accurate is the data. Because even when it comes to census and verification, society still remains inward, not very open and accepting it. Understandable. When it comes to the girl children, all the more. Parents are not willing to admit that the child has a problem. So, the actual volume, actual number of our children affected by various disabilities, especially autism. Disabilities which are physical, which are visible, one understands. Doesn't have a limb, doesn't have ear, born congenitally. No, can't hear, can't see, can't speak. This is one set of. And there's another set which is emerging, and the number is increasing all over the world, not only here, but we are concerned about our own country, our own people, where more and more children are autistic children are getting born. Why it is happening, we don't know. People will attribute it to perhaps the lifestyle, the modern living. I don't know about all things. Modern eating habit, modern medications. One doesn't know what is bringing about all these changes. But the fact is that what we saw 20, 30 years ago and what we see today, in your own circle, you will find many people, many of your friends, many family, extended family, a child is born and child has a problem. Child is on the spectrum. So the number is increasing. Now, What do we do with this? First is acceptance that this is a problem. Parents, the one who received the first shock, and especially the mothers. And there are some studies that show that almost about 75% of mothers, I believe more, I personally believe more, 75% of the mothers, they attempted suicide, unable to bear with it. It's a huge, huge problem. And what we are doing, it needs to be scaled up. Acceptance that yes, this is a reality, a child is born on the spectrum, may not having a visible disability in terms of any parts, any body. Child is able to see, able to hear, able to talk, not necessarily coherently, but yes. But yet the child is not. Society for long looked down upon them, calling them mad children. I know there are parents who feel shy in taking their child out in the park because others will keep their children away. Don't go too close to that. As if it is a stigma. No. I think we have to create that awareness that a child who is born on a spectrum is not a mad child. Nobody as director and others spoke that we know which is not yet understood. Perhaps maybe we are groping in the dark, we are still trying to understand what it is. Why it is. But let the science take its course, and I am very sure someday, and that day should not be, I wish and pray that the day is not far off, that we get to know about it. And when we know that now this with artificial intelligence, general artificial intelligence coming up, and just taking a claim, they can also think, they can replicate a brain. They can create, now there are advanced deep learning artificial intelligence labs where they are trying to fabricate chips to develop the cortex, which is the frontal side of the brain. The whole neural network they are trying to create, that's what they claim. Someday they would be able to find an answer to this question. Because the question is, one is acceptance, there is a problem. Second is how the child adjusts in the family and in the society. Because the behavior of the child is not what is normal. I know here are people in Chennai, very spiritual, very deeply devoted. They have been looking after such children for last 30 years, 35 years, in their own ways. And some of them, they come and tell me, sir, I think this is Advaita. People say that in our spiritual evolution, we have talked about the moksha, the position where a person evolves and loses the sense of ego. Who I am, forget about it. And that is the stage where you reach. Maybe it's a divine intervention that this is how the children are growing. These are the children who do not have a sense of who I am. They have overcome the sense of ego. And they have reached that stage, and society is at pains and a difficulty in adjusting to them. Well, let it be whatever it is. But the fact is that we have to ensure, we have to make our best attempt to first create awareness in the society that this is not a disease, this is not a contagious disease, this is a neural network, has something happened, what we are talking about, neurodiversity. These are all terms for making it easier for people to accept it. But the fact is, it's not a disease. If the child mixes with someone else's child and others, it's not going to affect that child. Social acceptance. And then, what all we need to do to make this child capable of living a life of dignity, taking care of the personal needs. So many things that we take it for granted. For these children, it's a big problem. It's a big issue. They have to be trained. They have to be trained repeatedly again and again. To prepare, to train, to create a large body of our peoples, the trainers, the teachers, who are qualified. Qualified in the sense that they have gone through the courses, they understand whatever knowledge is available today, and they know how to intervene. Create a large body of such trainers. And that's why when I was sitting with the director in a chamber, I know that this institute is doing great work. NIEPMD has been doing a great service, and I have had a very quick round of the campus, and I am deeply impressed. The capability that they have, dedicated faculty that they have, very, very dedicated people who are working here. So when I was sitting with him, I was talking that how to amplify, how to make it, how to scale it up. And there I gave a suggestion that in our universities, if they are aware, if they are told, if they are sensitized, they can run courses, degree courses, diploma courses for training for students to learn how to train, how to empower a child with a disability. Disability can be physical, disability can be even autistic disabilities. How to train. These children, these students, when they come out, they will become qualified degree holder people to train. And they can, as an entrepreneur, they can start their own OT laboratory or some kind of a thing where they can train more and more. Because today in our country we have a huge deficiency. Huge deficiency. You know, there are a number of centers which are working, but mostly they are compassion driven. Because compassion is inherent in our nature and in our civilization. I have seen many centers in our Tamilnadu state. In fact, one center I visited, a young couple in their mid-30s. I was just trying to see how they are dealing with the children. He's trying to give the children in the lesson in farming, got some 10-15 acres of land, start teaching the children how to do it. And while I was there, I found one boy, about 12-year boy. He started retching and he vomited. And the person, he just ran and held his and took the entire vomit in his hand. It was a divine, this person. He's driven by compassion. But that is not enough. There has to be training as well. How to? How to make the child capable of living a dignified life, independent life, is very important. So we need to, and that's where I requested director to reach out to the universities, to the high schools, +2 students. +2 students, they know today they go for engineering, medical and various courses, design courses and all that. This can also be an option. You can go for this course because it offers them a good employment opportunity. It's a win-win situation. We have more number of people, more number of trainers, qualified people available. They get the job and the society gets the benefit. We need to amplify it. I'm sure we'll work on it, and we give our children, those who are not those who are special, as we call, their rightful place in the society. We believe that our country is not just made of population, 140 crore people, no. We believe that this country is a family. This Bharat is a Rashtra. It's a different as a nation of a state. It is a Rashtra. And Rashtra at the core of it is family. And that is the concept with which the Prime Minister Modi has been working. Family. And that is why you will find that most of the basic needs like health, education, electricity, home, these are irrespective of where the person is located, saturation level, every citizen must have it. Because we cannot afford, if you have treat this country as a family, we cannot say that okay, some may suffer, others will prosper. No. In your family, in our family, when one person falls sick, we don't, 2 or 3 person fall sick, we do not say that, look, I will treat one person, not the other. Whatever food we have, we share with the whole family. We don't say that, okay, someone will eat, someone will be hungry. So this family, in our family we have millions of children born with issues. And those issues we have to collectively address. And that we have to reach out. It has to be on a mission mode. It cannot be just in a normal, bureaucratic or simple way. And it is beyond the government, let me tell you frankly. Government cannot do it. Government is clinical, government is bureaucratic, government doesn't have a heart. Government knows as a policy, they will commit resources. They will give you a 3,000 crore, now build it. 3,000 crore will not build it. You need people with commitment. You need people who are driven. And that is where society has to chip in it. That is where we feel that if we have more and more children, more and more those who are qualified students, those who come out after training, and they start on their own. Don't worry about the government. Today, we have act, we have rules, but yet they are not implemented. This is the beauty of the government. The government has made the laws. As if I remember correctly, almost more than a decade ago. But as that every school will have a special children and a special educators, blah, 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 all these things. But I was surprised to find in a state, when I find who will implement it. The person who was concerned to implement it was not even aware that is it my duty. This is the state where we are. So don't depend on the government. Society has to intervene. And our country, for thousands of years it has survived not by government. You have a one government only for the last 75, 77 years. Government of India. But Bharat has survived for thousands of years because of society. It is the good people, good aspirate, good souls who have been coming forward and doing their best. In fact, if some time back, I think last year or so, I felicitated a person, one person. For the last over 20 years, his job is, his mission, I won't call it a job, because that is I think it is unfair. It is a mission. That small, simple man, a simple person, lower middle class, whenever he sees a person with a mental problem, and because many times the families abandon them, so the person will be half naked, fully naked, wanging in the street. This person will go pick up this guy, bring it home, clean it up, keep the home, feed him, and find a place where he can put this person, where he will be taken care of. There are homes where they are. He has been doing for the last 20 years, picking up this, the mission of, look at the goodness. We have that goodness in our society in plenty. We have to just activate, we have to just make them capable. And I'm sure we will use this day to commit ourselves to take a pledge that yes, we will reach out to the maximum. We will reach out to the maximum, we will create greater capability in our society by producing more and more number of trained people, because this is a human problem. This is our national problem. And each of these children have something special which others don't have. In fact, increasingly more and more of us, we are losing the capability because of the modernity. I remember in my childhood I could or even my when I joined the government service way back almost about 50 years back, I could remember hundreds of telephone number. Today I don't remember my own number. Because you all depended so much on this. I could recite. As a fifth class student, I could recite all the 720 slokas of Gita. That was the power of memory. Today we are all losing. We could hear sounds which is otherwise unheard. Today we are finding we are becoming deaf. In the rural areas, in the villages, we could hear the sound, which today they call it, you meditate and then you hear it. It was a part of life. Now, these children, all the children have some or other special capabilities. And they will be asset, I am very confident about it. And it is our job to make the society more adaptive, more acceptable, more accepting to such children, be support to the parents, and train large number of people who will in turn will help these children. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Nachiketa and others for the effort that you are doing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for motivating parents and individuals with autism on this World Autism Awareness Day.
பெற்றோர்கள் மற்றும் ஆட்டிச குழந்தைகளை ஊக்கப்படுத்தி கருத்துக்களை வழங்கியமைக்கு மேத்தகு ஆளுநர் அவர்களுக்கு நன்றி உரித்தாகிறோம்.
I now invite Dr. P. Kamraj, Head of the Department, Special Education, to deliver vote of thanks.
இறுதியாக நன்றியுரை வழங்க சிறப்பு கல்வி துறை தலைவர் அவர்களை முன்பாக அழைக்கிறோம்.
Good afternoon, everyone. So it is our duty and it is our pleasure to give vote of thanks. So first, I would like to thank our Minister for permitting us to conduct this program. I take this opportunity to thank our Governor for his motivating speech addressing the mental state of the people who are affected and how to accept the fact and how to build the human resources, advising our director how to develop the human resources to address the needs of children with disabilities and creating awareness in the society. He has given a lot of direction to the gatherings. I thank you, sir. In spite of having a lot of commitment, you have spared your time to be with us and motivate the parents to create more awareness on these occasions. I thank our parent, Professor Sudhakar. He has a lot of experience in developing, upbringing his own child and brought her to a certain height where he feel proud, she made the family to be very in the height. So he shared his experience with the parents, how to empower the families, and how to empower the individual with disabilities. He also involved in doing a lot of research in the field of autism with various sources. So I thank Professor Sudhakar for being with us and enlightening his knowledge with the crowd. So I thank our director for his own dedication and commitment for bringing such a wonderful gatherings to celebrate these occasions. I thank my colleagues, all the HODs and staff members for their dedicated work. Day and night, they worked together and then brought this event a success. I thank the other resource person, Dr. Abhinaya. She is going to talk about the diversity, neurodiversity, which is connected to goal 3, well-being and health. I thank the security personnel for providing a safe zone for our governor and for our institute. And I also thank the contractor who made this ambience very nice and very appearing very pleasant. I also thank our media personnel for taking this message across the globe to create awareness on these occasions. I thank all my colleagues, all my parents and teachers and other HRD students for being with us and making this celebration very good. And I thank our students from NEVH for being with us to give that prayer song. I thank our Master of Ceremony, our colleague, Dr. Rajesh Ramchandran and Mrs. Anushya for very good enlightening the events very sequentially. I thank one and all for all your support. I thank the person who is providing the sign language interpretation to make the people to understand, the person with the deafness understand the event very successfully. So thank you very much. Thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. May I humbly request all present to kindly rise for the national anthem.
தேசிய கீதம் அனைவரும் எழுந்து நிற்கும்.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलति तरंगा दब शुभ नामे जागे दब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे दब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे